Hello everyone, I'm Tony Chan. Welcome to this number 13-55th grammar trick on the distinction between integrated and supplementary relative clauses. Okay, let's get started. The distinction between these two kinds of relative clauses and meaning and usage. Okay. Expresses true or false? Yeah. For the supplementary. Integrated ones to not. Okay. For this integrated, they interviewed every person who had lent money to the victim. Yeah. Important integrated part. And this is an important modifier, modifying this noun. Phonological prominence, phonological prominence. They interviewed every person, stressed, who had lent money to the victim, stressed. They interviewed Werner, proper name, so must use supplementary and must use WH. They interviewed Werner, anchor, stressed, who had lent money to the victim. So this just gives extra true or false information, and it's not that important. Supplementary relatives normally have illocutionary force. Okay, let's check. He said he would show, he would show a few slides at the end of the talk, at which point, please remember to, dim the lights. So, imperative, that's illocutionary force, a directive. Imperative acting as directive. It may clear up. In which case, would you mind hanging the washing out? Illocutionary force is indirect directive. She may have parents with her. In which case, where am I going to sleep? It's a question, not a directive. So, question, illocutionary force. I didn't get much response from Tony. Supplementary was seemed rather out of sorts, didn't he? Question tag. Question. Illocutionary force, a question. Declarative with question tags, then a question. Supplementary relatively replaceable by other kinds of clause. Let's check. Non-relative clause. Okay. Inside the parenthesis is the original. We have seen that the interviewed Werner will lend money to the victim. Proper name, you must use supplementary and WH. So, the interviewed Werner, this one also indicates supplementary. She had lent money to the victim. Yes, she. So it's not a relative clause. This is the original one. The necklace, which her mother gave to her. Something missing? That's relative. The pearl necklace, again, supplementary. Her mother gave it to her. It's not a relative. And then, spent all breaks at the wedding horses, skiing in the sport, Okay, in this sport, because originally with relative clause, you use in which part. But if you don't want to use relative clause in this supplementary, you can replace the relative phrase here with in this spot. Again, supplementary. Original one, he said it drafted the report, which I knew to be untrue. The original one, he said it drafted the report. I knew this to be sure. Put it back. and knew this to share. And this, something missing, antecedent is this. And the antecedent for this is the whole clause. Continue usage. Okay, continue. Okay, give it to Tony, who passes it to Verna, and she gave it back to me. Yeah, continue usage. Supplementary only. They came to a cliff, okay, with the pony suddenly stops and throws off the little boy, and the boy and dog then fall into a pool. Okay, a sequence of events, supplementary only. This is a relative clause. Content of integrated relative and essential component of matrix message. Let's check. They only take in the overseas students who they think have lots of money. Okay. They only take in the overseas students who they think have lots of money. That means rich students. Overseas rich student. And how about supplementary usage? They only took in overseas students who they think have lots of money. So this is the phrase, overseas students. And this is just adding information, additional information, supplementary information for this noun phrase. And then for this one, integrated, she was offended by the letter that accused her of racism. Okay, but this letter with a modifier. She was offended by the letter which accused her of racism. So this letter, yeah, and supplementary, WH must. And then next page. Okay, from a novel, an excerpt. Okay, the father, okay, integrated, who had planned my life, yeah, yes, yeah, took it, so this is the subject, took it for granted that in the last 3 weeks of his legal guardianship, okay, so he's about to at the age of 18, legal guardianship, and will still act as he directed. Integrated. So this relative phrase is modifying this word, father. Compare. Sounded like the clergyman he was. Yeah, he was a clergyman. This is a relative clause. Modifying this. Now, he had 2 sons. Yeah, this. Modifying this. It's not unduly worried. You have 2 sons, okay? If integrated without a comma, then integrated part. 2 sons were studying law at the university, and without the comma, and a daughter who was still at high school. Yeah, important part, modifying this, but with the comma, then supplementary, just additional information. And no phonological prominence, because it's just supplementary, additional or extra information. Have you been to Shenzhen? Okay, A person asks, and B person replies, yes, often. So, I've been to Shenzhen often. I have a brother who lives there. Seems like, semantically, it's like a reason. Subordinate clause. It's giving a reason. It's supplementary, giving a reason. Who lives there? Yeah, we can just speak the supplementary. The often is like a matrix clause. So and use a comma. Yep. A direct report using comma. I've been talking to one of the porters, supplementary, okay? So, who says? Could be anyone. Not a fixed person. Yeah, who says? The plane may be an hour late. Not a fixed porter. But you can replace this with integrated. With one of, sorry, to one guy, to a guy, talking to a guy who says the plane may be an hour late. So, to a guy who says, okay, who says is integrated relative clause modifying guy. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next minor tree. Bye-bye.